What's going on, y'all? It's Rayman90 here. Welcome to part 2 of how to get a nuke. And this one is on a state. Regular TDM, nothing special. And the guns I'm using here are M4 with a red dot and a Spaz with extended mags. Now, I'm using kind of a different setup with an M4 this time. I'm using Marathon, Stop and Power, and Ninja. And I say different because most of the time I don't run Marathon on an M4. But the reason I'm using Marathon on this one, especially on the M4, is so I can rush the spawns. On this bigger map, I love to rush the spawns, and I love to spawn trap them. Now, when you spawn trap and spawn rush with a submachine gun, the longer shots are going to be difficult. And these big open maps like this, you're more than likely going to do a couple long shots. So I chucked a M4 on my setup, and then I put Marathon on it just so the long shots wouldn't be difficult. The M4, you know, it's pretty accurate. It don't bounce around a lot. The red dot works great on it. I guess I could have put like an ACOG on it. The ACOG's okay on it. But that's my reasoning for using Marathon with an M4, just only because I can make longer shots with it than I can with a submachine gun. And this guy hiding right here. I walked right over him. I can't believe I didn't see him. He's a complete noob. He was like a level 8 green or 6 green or something like that. So I didn't get too mad once I saw his rank. But to the gameplay, I want to talk about strategy and definitely want to give you a couple tips. And my first tip for you is if you don't have a headset, get one. They're $80. If you can't afford it, Christmas is coming up soon. Santa Claus will bring you a headset, I promise. Just go to the mall, see Santa Claus, tell your parents, listen, Santa Claus needs to bring me a headset. But the headsets are great. If you're, pretty serious about playing Call of Duty and you're, wanting to make an investment to improve your gameplay, I do recommend getting a headset. Now, the two main headsets, of course, are the Tritons and the Turtle Beaches. I've used both. I have both. A lot of my friends use the Turtle Beaches. I'm like the only one out of my clan that uses Tritons. Me and one other guy use Tritons. Now, the big difference between the two are the Turtle Beaches, you can hear your voice coming through your headset, and the Tritons you can't. That's the only difference. Anyways, the next tip is watch your mini-map. If you don't look at your mini-map, you need to start. The mini-map is the most underrated tool on Call of Duty, in my opinion. I think tons of people overlook it. I think tons of people don't even use it or even know how to use the mini-map. I guarantee you that a lot of people don't know that when one of your teammates is shooting, that the little arrow shakes and vibrates a little bit on the mini-map, The skulls pop up. That shows you, where your teammates have died and everything. Just watch your mini-map. It saves me so much each game. It's a helpful tool, and you don't even have to get a kill streak to even use it. I mean, you start out with it, so to not use it is pretty crazy. But my strategy on this, if I'm wanting to get a nuke, and I'm playing, kind of try hard mode or whatever you want to say, I rush the spawns. I go from spawn to spawn, and the two main spawns on this map would be the boathouse, which is in front of me, and the barn, which is kind of behind me in a way. And that, like I said before, it's important to know the main spawns during the game if you're wanting to nuke, or especially if you're just wanting to play aggressive and rush the spawns. You need to know the spawn points. That's just one thing you definitely need to know. Now, real quick, I just got my Harriers, and I want to say the way I pick my placement on my Harriers is I eliminate their spawns with my teammates. So in other words, if my teammates are at the boathouse where I'm at, and in the estate, the main focus point of the map, the big house there, and we're all outside and nobody's down at the barn, more than likely the other team's going to be spawning at the barn. So that's where I'm going to place my Harriers. So I just eliminate the places where the other team can be, and I place my Harriers. Now, how do I know what direction they're going to come in? I don't know. I ain't figured that out. I think they just come in a random direction. So, with that being said, onto the chopper gunner. The chopper gunner, I said this in previous commentaries, it has a limited amount of bullets. So only shoot at what you can kill. Don't just sit there and spray and just, hope it moves. Only shoot at what you can kill. Because it does have a time limit, but it will run out of bullets before your time limit is over. So with that being said, back to my strategy, the way I pick the direction I run and the way I pick the direction of what spawn I start at first is I try to pick, which way I'm going to have the advantage over the other team. If I run one way and I run into two of them, are they going to have the high ground or am I going to have the high ground? So whichever way you think you can have a bigger advantage on the other team is the way I would run. And that's my advice to you. And that's how I nuke this map. That's what I go by on, how I go about getting a nuke on this map. Hope it helps, guys. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. It's only like my third or fourth commentary, so take it easy. And follow me on Twitter. Be sure to follow me on Twitter. And thanks, guys. Have a good